today we'll be talking about the documents you need to apply for your student visa in Australia in the year 2022, and if that is something you're interested in, definitely keep on watching. I definitely know that a lot of universities now in Australia actually want you to apply via a migration agent. But I don't know about you, but personally I feel like even if I'm giving someone else to help with my application, I still want to know what is going on. Like, I want to know, are they asking for the right documents? Are they legit? Do they know what they're doing? Because it's my visa on the line, or it's my application on the line at the end of the day. Hi guys, hi my loves, welcome back to another power-packed, impactful video. If you're seeing me for the first if you're seeing me for the very first time, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, a round of applause for you too. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're talking about the documents you need to apply for your student visa in Australia in the year 2022, and if that is something you're interested in, definitely keep on watching. So let's get right into the video. Okay guys, I have my notes here, I have my computer here, and I might be looking here and there to just confirm details for you guys. Okay, so pardon me, but I want to give you the right information as always. Disclaimer before I continue, I am not a migration agent. I'm just someone that brings you information as the spirit leads, or will I say, just to share with people, because I feel like a lot of people do not know about this information and it is very vital, and I feel like it'll be good for everyone to know about it and find out more. Okay, so let's get right into it. Once we've gotten that out of the way, how to apply for student visa, your necessary documents, the documents you definitely need for your visa. And before I continue, I definitely know that a lot of universities now in Australia actually want you to apply via a migration agent. Okay, so as I was saying guys, I know a lot of universities now want you to apply via a migration agent, but I don't know about you, but personally I feel like even if I'm giving someone else to help with my application, I still want to know what is going on. Like, I want to know, are they asking for the right documents? Are they legit? Do they know what they're doing? Because it's my visa on the line, or it's my application on the line at the end of the day. And a lot of people don't know this, but most of these migration agents, they have a lot of candidates, and it can be very easy sometimes for them to overlook something or forget something. I'm not saying they're not doing a good job, don't get me wrong, but it's just if you know exactly what documents you need. So in case they're like, oh, if maybe they forget to ask you for a document, you definitely know, okay, these are the documents I need. You can then ask them, okay, did you forget to ask me to submit this or something, and then they will explain to you. Okay, so let's continue. Without further ado, first thing you want to do is make sure that you're applying at least 6 weeks before your course is starting. So if your course is starting when July now, you want to do is make sure that your course is not starting anything less than in 6 weeks. So you need to make sure you're applying 6 weeks before your course commences. After that, the next step is to gather your documents. Okay, and keep on watching guys. I'll tell you how much you need for application for student visa in Australia in the year 2022 at the end of this video, so don't go anywhere and keep on watching. All right, so sorry for the noise. If you hear any background noise, please try and ignore. Okay, to gather your documents, the first thing you need is evidence of your identity, like your international passport or anything that is approved or accepted around the world as evidence of identity. That's the first thing you need to have. So if you're planning to study in Australia, get your international passport. Next would be evidence of intended stay. So that'll be like your COE, confirmation of enrollment. So as I was saying, you need to provide evidence of intended stay, like your confirmation of enrollment, letters of support, and acceptance letter. So maybe someone is sponsoring you or things like that. You need to provide all those documents. Next would be if you are less than 18, you need to provide like a letter or a document that says welfare arrangements. There needs to be an arrangement for you to be able to come in. You'll probably stay with a family that will look after you or something like that. Next will be health insurance, guys. This is very important because you cannot have a student visa in Australia without having OSHC, overseas health cover. That is what it is called. So your 500 visa, student visa, the condition is that you must always have health insurance, and ideally usually you pay for it at once. So if your course is a 2-year course, you get an overseas health cover that is up to 2 years, and that covers you for the duration of your study. Okay, so that is very important. You cannot miss that. Without that, you'll not even get a visa actually. Next would be evidence of financial capacity. I have a video on my channel, it should have gone up by now, where I broke it down completely. I broke it down to the T, to the last, about documents, how to show proof of funds, evidence of financial capacity, how much exactly you need. So I'll not be going into it in this video, the details. You should definitely head on and go and watch that video. It'll be linked here and in the description box. Okay, so you need evidence of financial capacity. Next, you need evidence of English language ability. So yes, if you're coming to study in Australia, you need English language, except you are a citizen of New Zealand, US, UK, I believe South Africa too. I think those are like the 4 countries that do not need English language. But if you are not, you need an English language certificate. So you can do TOEFL. You can do TOEFL. TOEFL, if it's TOEFL, you need 46 points. If it's PTE stands for Person Test of English, it's 42 points. And then we have IELTS. IELTS is 5.5. Personally, I would say or go for PTE. PTE is known as one of the easiest to pass compared to the other ones, and PTE is over 90 last I checked, if I'm not mistaken, and you need 42. So they're saying you need to have 42 points to apply for student visa, which is less than half of it. 45 will be the half. So I feel like at least there is a high chance you'll be able to get it. Okay, so then you need GTE. GTE stands for genuine temporary entrance. So genuine temporary entrance is I'm just checking my laptop here. Genuine temporary entrance is what you would use, like your statement of purpose, where this is where you talk about what you want to come and do here, your name, your goal, like it's just to show like you're planning to stay here temporarily. Guys, even if you end up staying here permanently, at least for the purpose of your student visa, you need to have a GTE. Okay, yes. After GTE, if you've ever changed your name, maybe you've been married or you just changed your name for whatever reason it is, you need to provide proof of a certified copy that, okay, you've changed your name and this is the name you bear now. Okay, next would be relationship. You kind of need to state if you're married and you want to come in with your family, you need to provide details of your spouse and your kids or whatever on your student application. And then next will be your employment history. So one thing I know is I feel like your employment history is more or less just like your CV or your resume. I feel like, if you know, most companies do not like it when you have a gap in your resume. So let's say you finished school in 2010 and then till 2015 your resume is empty, like it's not showing that you did anything. They do not really like that. So I feel like it's the same with the immigration agent. They just want to make sure you're responsible, or you've been keeping busy, or you've done something right. So employment history comes in handy. And let's say you finished your bachelor's in Nigeria or wherever you're coming from and you want to do masters here, adding transcripts to your application also helps. So if you can get access to your transcripts, definitely. And also, if you're coming from a non-English speaking country, you need to remember that you need to translate all of these documents and get them stamped or certified. You need to get them certified by the legal body, the court, or a lawyer or something like that. You need to find out who does certification in your country. So you need to certify. You need to submit. So if you're submitting your BSc result or whatever, you need to submit like you submit the original in the language, whether French or Spanish or whatever language it is, then you submit it in English, the translated copy. Then next would be migration agent form 956. So you need to submit a form that states that you are giving the migration agent that is helping you with your student visa the authority to get correspondence or liaise on your behalf with the immigration, right? So they would, maybe the immigration asks for extra documents, the email will not come to you, it will come to the migration agent, and then they would reply on your behalf. So you need to sign a form that states that. And then there's also authorized recipient form, that's 956A. So migration agent form is 956, authorized recipient form is 956A. So those are the forms you need to submit. Also, one thing I'll say is those forms, there's like a tiny number at the end of the migration agent form that needs to correspond with the most recent one on the Home Affairs website. So if your agent, that's why I said try and keep up with your agent and your application. If your agent gives you the form, make sure you go on the Home Affairs website. I'll try and find the link, and then check that number. There are a few digits, check the number and make sure it actually matches the one your migration agent sent to you to fill out. Because if you do not, if the form is not if the form is not up to date, if it's not the most recent version from the Home Affairs website, they might actually reject your visa application. They won't even consider it at all. So those tiny details, they do matter at the end of the day, okay? So that's why I said do your research also, so you find out about some of these things. Next, evidence of school enrollment for dependents. So I talked about this in my financial capacity video, so you definitely need to check out that video. You need to check on that video, check it out, okay? So evidence of school. So if you have kids that, I'll touch on it a little bit here, if you have kids that are up to the age where they need to start studying, you need to make sure that you enroll them. You need to have financial capacity to be able to enroll them, and I believe it's 8,000 and something. I go into specific details in that other video, so definitely check it out here or here, okay? So you need to show evidence of enrollment. If you found a school for them to go here, enrolled, make sure you show evidence of enrollment as part of your application, okay? Next will be for research students. If you are undertaking research study in Australia, attach a copy of your research topic and your CV or your resume. So your thesis or your project, you need to attach it, okay? Yes, now let's move on to the interest part. So those are all the details, all the documents you need, right? Let's move on to some of the, I know people are like, okay, how much does it cost? Lola, tell us already, okay? So as at now filming this video, you need to have a cost of a student visa is 630 Australian dollars, okay? And that is for primary applicants. So let's say you are coming with your spouse or your children. If you're coming in with someone that is older than 18 years old, they would pay 470 Australian dollars. They will pay 470 Australian dollars. So let's say you're coming in with your wife or your husband or your spouse, they would pay $470. You would pay $630, okay? Next, if you are coming with your kids, your children that are less than 18 years old would pay 155 Australian dollars. That is for children that are less than 18. So if you have a child that is over 18, definitely that person will also pay 470 Australian dollars, okay? Lastly, we'll talk about your medicals. For your medicals, you can't just go in and say, oh, I want to do medical test. You need to go on the Home Affairs website and create something called HAP ID, HAP ID. That ID is what you will take in when they ask you to go for your medicals, right? The HAP ID is what you need to take with you for your medical examination. So how the medical examination works here is you will go in, you will do the exam, and you need to give them the app ID, because using the app ID, they'll use it to upload your results onto the website for the government, the Australian government, the immigration or whatever that needs to see your medical test. So you are not going to get the results back. They're not going, the hospital will not send it to you. They send it directly to the immigration. They would check the results. So the results is they need to make sure you are healthy, you are agile, you are not sick, you don't have any disease or something that will be hard for you to treat if you come into Australia, just because you have very limited health cover, because you have the overseas health cover, but it doesn't cover too much. If let's say you have to do like a major operation, or if you get really sick or you are sick already and that would not really cover it. They don't want you to come here and be stranded, one, or become a liability onto them also. So they need to make sure you are healthy, you are agile, you are fit, basically. And that is what the medical is for. From what I remember, for the medicals, you would do chest x-ray, you would do chest x-ray, you would do urine sample also, and then I think they will do a physical check of your body and stuff like that. I can't remember if they do blood test, but anyway, when you get there, it's no problem to tell you exactly what they need from you. Yeah. For my ladies, they might sound as TMI, but you definitely see it on the website. If you're going for your medicals, they tell you not to do it close to your period or just immediately after your menstruation, because it affects the result of the urine test they are carrying out. So I think you need to give at least 5 days before or 5 days after your period to book your medical exam. So I just said I should drop that gem for my ladies. Guys, block your ears. Girls, did you hear me? Okay, so but on the website, I think when you are booking it, or your agent will tell you when you are booking the test, it would actually mention if you're a lady, you need to calculate your menstruation and make sure you can't go while you're on your menstruation, or just immediately after, or just immediately before. I hope I'm making sense. See, I've dropped tip for you guys here. If you're still here at this point, my loves, and you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you are sleeping on it. I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing exactly? Click on that subscribe button, like, share, comment, and yes, share my saying. So as I was saying, guys, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, click on the subscribe button, like, share, comment. I love to hear from you guys. If you have any more tips for people that are trying to apply for student visa, please leave it in the comment section. Let us engage with each other. Let us help each other out, okay? Leave questions in the comment section, okay? Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you have found this video helpful or informative in any way. If you did, click on the subscribe button, okay? Share this video with someone. Share it with someone that you think might need it. And that'll be all for today's video. I think I've covered everything. Make sure you keep a copy of your completed application. Yes, download it or whatever. Make sure you keep a copy of it. If you're applying by yourself, if you're applying with agent, I think they will do that. But either way, you'll be able to check which schools allow you to apply by yourself, or which ones want you to use an agent, okay? So I hope this video has been helpful in any way. That is all I have for you today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any topic you want me to talk about specifically, please leave it for me in the comment section, and I'll do my best to work on that video for you guys, okay? Thank you all for tuning in, and hi baby girl, we'll be seeing you all in my next video, okay? I love you all. Mwah! Bye guys. Oh God, Adeola, what are you doing? Help me, Lord. So the first thing, next, if you're coming, I'm sorry guys. Oh Jesus. Oh wow. Oh Jesus. Oh. The devil is a liar.